Apocalypse.
All right, this is a follow-up video to the Apollo 11 Compact. When I initially got this gun, I really liked it. I thought there was a great room for improvement. But the gun out of the box was reliable for me. And I said I was going to do some modifications, and I've done those, and I just wanted to go over them with you now. This is the Live Free Armory Apollo 11 Compact. This is the commander size, 4 1/4. Some of the things I have done to this is right off the bat, you'll notice there's a red dot. Now this is the ADE Apollo. I thought that was appropriate for the Apollo 11 gun. This is a little solar powered red dot. They're just over $100. The red dot is so far fantastic. It is definitely daylight bright. It is self-adjusting, but it's real nice. The cut on the Apollo 11 is real nice and low. You do have, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but you do have co-witness on the sights. So it is nicely mounted low red dot. Okay, some of the things I've done to the gun. Number one, you're going to notice is I have put double tap shielded ambidextrous thumb safeties on the gun. Very nice, positive clicking. I fitted those pretty nice. Those went in real nice. Those are a really nice upgrade from the standard thumb safeties. The next thing I did was I replaced the plastic frame, grip frame, with an aluminum grip frame, and but I kept the red dirt trigger. I also put in a extended magazine release just to kind of, this grip frame is just a little bit wider, so I just wanted a little bit more on there. Now when I did that, I also replaced the beaver tail. The beaver tail was the kind of cut off one. Don't really care for that. So I went with a full size beaver tail, fitted it to this grip frame, but I also made it so the internal the grip safety is not engaged, so the gun will shoot without having to make sure this is fully engaged all the time. The other thing I added was a Masterpiece Arms magwell. Great magwell, great price. One of the best magwells for the money, because you have this little Torx adjustment that when you put it on the frame, you adjust that and it pulls it up, makes it super tight on the grip. There's no way it's coming off. There's no wiggle, no movement. Comes off pretty easy. Same thing, just loosen this hex head, and then pop the mainspring pin just like any other thing. So basically, besides that, I just kind of slicked up the internals a little bit, gave it a real nice trigger pull. Trigger pull is just under probably 2 pounds. Reset. Real nice and short. Real crisp. The internals on this gun I found were very nice. Didn't need replacing. Like I said, what I replaced basically was external components and just tuned up the inside. I'm really happy with this gun so far. Like I said, for what I've got into this frame, or to this gun, the whole thing is still, I'm gonna say right at the price of a, MSRP of a Prodigy, maybe. So it's not all that much. This is, I do believe these are Black Mountain Machine grip frames. I think I got this for $250. The safety was, I want to say $150. The beaver tail was $50. The magwell was $50, and the ADE sight was $110, something like that, off Amazon. So really nice setup. So what we're going to test on it is I've got a variety of ammo. I've already shot a bunch of ammo through it, but this is going to be what I put on video. I got 100 rounds here. This is miscellaneous ammo. What I've got here, the first 2 rows, I've got 115 grain Full Metal Jacket from Palmetto State. This is their AAC stuff. I've got 5 rounds of Critical Defense 115 grain. I've got 5 rounds of Ruger ARX. This is the composite ammo. This is 80 grains traveling at 1,445 feet. Extremely fast, but extremely light. Then we have 124 grain AAC. Then we have these are 115 grain Winchester silver tip hollow points. Then we have 147 grain AAC Full Metal Jacket. Then we have one that kind of chokes a lot of guns, is the 150 grain Syntech with the flat nose. This stuff sticks on a lot of feed ramps, so this will be interesting to see if this feeds. And then last but not least, we have 115 grain hollow point. These are hand loads. Now these choke a lot of guns because of how short they are. These are typically a little bit shorter than everything else on the market, so these seem to choke things too because they don't like going up the feed ramps as easy. So we'll go out to the range, we'll see how it goes, and we'll come back in and report how it goes after that. All right, so we're gonna do some reliability testing with the Apollo 11. This is the one I've done some few mods on. So we're just gonna do some reliability testing with all the different ammos I just showed you. So first off, we're gonna start with this is 115 grain AAC. I'm gonna start with all the round nose first, and then we'll get to the harder stuff. So this is 115 grain AAC. Lock back, so we're good to go with that one. That was the Checkmate, which is the same company who manufactures the factory magazines. The next we're going to have is the factory magazine with 124 grain AAC. Well, we had a light strike. And that looks like it was a light strike. I don't know if you can see that. We'll try that one again when we finish the other ones in the magazine. Did lock back. Let's put that one back in the gun, in the magazine. Let's see if it does fire. It did fire, so maybe just an ammo issue. Let me load up some magazines and I'll be back with the next round. Next up is 147 grain Full Metal Jacket AAC. Definitely the softest shooting so far. Lock back. Next up is a bullet I do find that some guns have problems with. This is the Syntech 150. It seems like the coated bullets sometimes stick on guns' feed ramps. And that was the magazine holding back with one round on it. I found that some of these, sometimes the new magazines, they'll do that because the shelf is a little high. Don't blame that on the gun, that's a magazine issue. Okay, gonna load up some more magazines for the next round. Okay, next up we have some Hornady 115 grain Critical Defense. Ooh, that was soft. The gun didn't like that. Okay, I think that was the round because that was really soft compared to the other ones. That ammo has been sitting in my gun collection or my ammo pile for a little while. So again, I'm still going to say I think that was ammo. Next up is the weird ARX ammo. This is like 95 grain. This is supposed to be very fast moving. This stuff looks like a Full Metal Jacket in shape, so it should feed okay, but it is a very light round traveling very fast. Very soft shooting, fed, locked back. Let me load a couple more. Okay, next up we have some 115 grain hollow points. These are hand loads. These I find really choke some guns because they're a very short overall length. All fed, all locked back. Next up we have the 115 grain Winchester silver tip hollow points. Not real hard ejection, but it did lock the slide back and it did fire all of them. And now the last load I have is, these are a friend of mine. These are 115 grain hand loads. These are very soft round. There's a competition grade, so these are probably the softest shooting, but this is the final batch of ammo I brought out, so we'll see how it works. Only had 4 of those, but as you can see, it fed them, locked back fine. Those are pretty soft shooting round. I like this gun. We had one malfunction with the AAC, which I think is a hard primer. Those are, I have hard light strikes with those in some of my other guns also. And we had one little hiccup with the, I think that was the major one. So again, not a bad gun. We'll see you back at the house.